We're in Ding Dong Lounge in Auckland with Michael from Written by Wolves. Welcome.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So tell me a bit about the band. You guys have quite the history, like each and every one of you. So give me a bit of a rundown on that.
Yeah, we've all been around for a long time, and we've all been music's been, I suppose, all of our lives really. So two of the lads were from Shotgun Alley. Dave was from False Start before that, and then our drummer Carl was also in Shotgun Alley towards the end there. I've been in bands forever and doing that sort of stuff, but the four of us have always been friends for a long time, and had always talked about putting something together and doing something. So when we finally got this chance where none of us were in bands and everyone was starting to get to that kind of point again where it was time to do something, we basically all came together and said, look, if you guys are willing, should we try and find something and do something really different to what we've ever done before? So that's how it was born, and that's what we're trying to do at the moment.
Awesome, that's cool. How would you describe your sound?
We call it cinematic rock, and the idea behind that is basically that it's meant to create sort of like a soundscape, like as if you're listening to a movie, and it gives you those feelings, and there's things happening behind the pictures and behind the everything that's happening that you don't necessarily hear, but it sets a scene, and that's kind of where it's come from. I mean, it's full of. We've tried to mix sort of all of our favorite things from like electronic music and alternative music and rock music and pop music, and see how we go at putting it all together, which is kind of this strange mishmash of dance music and pop music and heavy rock, and it's really cool, man. We really like what we're doing, which is lucky because otherwise it would suck.
Yeah. Who's the writer in the band?
So we all do our bit. Dave is probably the mastermind behind most of the music. I do all the lyrics and melody, but to be honest, nothing really gets finished until all four of us are together and sitting with it, because we're very lucky that all four of us have very different styles of writing, and that's probably how it all gets. The music's become this crazy sort of mishmash, is that everyone has an idea and somehow they all seem to work together.
Awesome.
Sometimes.
Lucky. So how do you get inspiration to do the writing? What do you do?
What do I do? I mean, I generally write about my own sort of personal experiences or things that are happening at the time. A lot of these songs came together really quickly, like the basis of our live show. The 9 or 10 songs that we first played live, we essentially wrote and finished in sort of 2 or 3 months. So to try and make sure that I was keeping keeping everything that I was singing about different got quite tricky, but it meant that the beauty of a lot of it is you can sort of take the smallest idea and the smallest thing and turn it into this into an idea that creates a whole song, which could be a moment of absolute nothing, but it becomes 3 minutes of inspiration somehow.
Can you think of any advice that you can give any up-and-comers?
Personally, any advice that I could give for anyone who wanted to make music for a living is just remember that you love it. Do it because you love it. Don't do it for any other reason, because you're basically going to wake up one day and realize that you hate it. And you realize that the whole reason that you did it in the first place has completely disappeared. Right. And then you're never going to give it a chance unless you're really, really doing it because you love it. All the rest of it can follow after that, But keep that love as long as you can.
Hold on to it.
Don't let it die. Hold on to the love inside.
So where can we go to find out more information about the band?
Check out our Facebook page, so facebook.com/Written by Wolves, and you'll find pretty much everything you need to know there.
All your gigs coming up,
all the upcoming gigs, all the videos, everything will find its way to Facebook. Right, and if it's not there will be a link.
Awesome. Now we're going to check out one of your latest videos, Light.
Right
Can you just tell me a bit about the inspiration behind that, the ideas?
So Lights is kind of Lights is a bit of a different song for what we've released so far. It's a little bit more on the poppy side, I think, and probably more on the ballady side. We actually teamed up with Rokotoldi Music Therapy Centre on that release, and they made a t-shirt to push their show. So they're an incredible organisation set up to help kids with disabilities and adults for that matter through their issues with music.
That's awesome.
So Lights is all about sort of just being there for someone.
Awesome, thanks for that. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And we're going to check out the video for Lights now.
To view the full episodes, check out Push Play Music TV on dailymotion.com or premierproductions.co.nz. Tune in to Push Play Music TV at 9 p.m. on Tuesdays.